Hey everyone, me again. Today I wanted to jump on and talk about my favourite contouring products for pale skin. I wanted to make this just because of personal experience. I know that it can be incredibly difficult to find products to sculpt the face when you're of a fair complexion. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. I make loads of videos revolving around pale skin, drugstore makeup. So yeah, if you like that sort of thing, stick around. So I'm going to start off by talking about something that technically isn't a contour product, and that is using a foundation that is a shade or two darker. If you don't want to go out and buy a whole new foundation, get something like this. This is the custom colour foundation mixer in the shade Deepening Medium, and it's a really deep, cool toned brown colour, and you just mix this with whatever foundation you've used on your face and it will just deepen it up a little bit for you. And that just looks really natural, it looks really nice, but you can actually adjust it. So like when I'm filming a video like today, I'd probably mix quite a bit of this in and get something dark for an obvious effect. But on a natural, everyday basis, I could literally just put a drop of this in with my usual foundation and get a really subtle, natural looking sculpting colour out of it. So yeah, I really highly recommend this one. This next product has kind of become a favourite of mine for contouring my face, and it is the Revolution Pro HD Powder Contour Palette in the Fair shade. This one is the first contour palette that has actually appealed to me, because usually when you see like a generic contour palette, most of the shades in them are far too orange, and there's a couple of like bright yellow powders that I'm never going to use. But in this one, a lot of the colours in here actually look really good on me. So I use the lightest one there as my contour most of the time. I've actually got that on my cheeks right now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because my hair's kind of in the way, but it's there, trust me. I like using this one underneath my eyes as a nice setting powder. Sometimes when I'm feeling quite daring, I could go in with just a little touch of this on the very, very hollows of my cheekbones. Most of the time though, I wear the darker colours here as eyeshadows instead. But yeah, this is only £7 or £8 I think, so this is really good value. It's an absolutely massive palette and there's quite a bit of product in here, so I reckon you'd definitely get your money's worth out of this. I do wish it had a mirror for travelling, but that's not the end of the world, especially when you consider the price. The next product is from Primark. I think this is the cheapest, if not, sorry about my hair, I think this is the cheapest or one of the cheapest products that I'm going to be mentioning today. This was only, I think it was either £2 or £2.50, I can't quite remember, sorry about that. But either way, it's very affordable. It's just one of their contour sticks, and I know that this looks like it's going to be far too dark for me, but actually this blends out really well and it can blend almost into nothing. So if you use this sparingly and just really well blend it, then you can get a really good result out of this. I actually really like it. It's very cool toned. Again, it might not look that cool toned, but it is. And yeah, it's just really easy to blend this into the skin. It works really nicely. I will say with like cream products in general, I think they work best when you're wearing less foundation. So if you are the sort of person who wears quite a bit of foundation, if you've got a lot to cover up, maybe look more at the powder products that I'm recommending instead of the cream ones. But yeah, otherwise I do really like this. I actually took this to Edinburgh with me in my travel makeup bag and I used it every single day and really got on with it. This is another contour product from Primark. I think this was £3 or £3.50, and this is actually an eyebrow powder. So this is the Instagirl Brows with Attitude. And it doesn't necessarily have to be this exact eyebrow powder, but basically any kind of taupey coloured light eyebrow powder works really well as a contour for us pale girls or guys. I mentioned this as well in my pale skin makeup hacks video that I do this quite a lot. They just make a really, really nice contour product and they look really natural and they're a lot more cool toned than a lot of other things on the market. So if you're really struggling to find something that's ashy enough for you, try an eyebrow powder instead and I think you'll really like the results. This next one isn't technically a contour powder either. I think for those with a pale complexion, we kind of have to be a little bit creative with our contour and bronzing products. Don't always just reach for something that says contouring on it. Just think about the kind of colour that works best for you and then sort of find any product that looks like that. It doesn't have to be designed for that purpose. This next one is actually really popular as a contouring product from the drugstore. This is the NYX blush in taupe. Mine looks a bit funny. That's because I dropped this and it completely shattered and I had to use some rubbing alcohol to kind of seal it all back together again, and it's never looked quite as beautiful, but the product itself still works. It's still a really nice cool tone, grey-ish, brownish colour. It is absolutely beautiful for sculpting the cheeks. Personally, I use this one quite sparingly. It's definitely one of the more pigmented products on this list, but that just means that it will last for a really long time. Also, this is £6, really good value, really nice cute little packaging, really easy to take out and about with you. Just don't drop it like I did. And then the final contouring product that I wanted to talk about is another cream one. This one is from L'Oreal. It's their Infallible Sculpt. This is another one that just blends into nothing, and you can make this look very, very, very subtle. Personally though, I never use this highlighter cream shade here, and I'm not sure if I ever will, so for me, I wish it kind of came as like just that contour but in a single. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're going to get this particular contouring product, that you will also just have a fairly useless highlighting shade. But the actual contour cream I do really like, and I actually reach for it a lot at this time of year. I think I've mentioned this a few times on my channel before, so you've probably seen me talk about it in another video. So those are all of my favourite contouring and sculpting products for people with pale skin. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's something I've missed, if you've got a favourite contour from the high street that I just haven't mentioned. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. I upload new videos every single week, sometimes twice a week if I can get my act together. I'll see you guys next time.